Hello, everyone. I am Chester44, also known as Kalai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we have managed to successfully storm the city of Dresden. Partially. While we have managed to clear out all the streets and buildings outside, it's time for us to go into the citadel itself. The main entrance is collapsed, but there is another way in, up here. Let's make our way in to the citadel itself. Pretty sure there's nothing here I need to pick up. We're good. Alright, made it in.
There's something here.
And we have a trap. Nice catch.
I am helpful.
Oh.
Am I not?
That is a thing. Whispers of madness. Demonic spirits haunt the walls of the dungeon, and while their constant whispering never becomes loud enough to allow intelligible speech to be heard, the constant murmurs grate on the nerves. After every 10 minutes spent in the dungeon, non-chaotic evil creatures must succeed at a DC 14 will save to resist taking 2 points of charisma damage as their whispering slowly drives them mad. Yeah, I mean, if Bismuth gets it, I don't care. Regil isn't the worst case. I am a charisma caster. This would not go well. You aren't the worst case. You're a charisma caster as well. So, yeah. If I end up taking charisma damage or Darren, I gotta reload, or that's gonna be bad. Especially because I can't remove that unless I have restoration, which he does have, actually. Alright, screw it. Cast restoration on me, please. Thank you. Alright, let's head on down here. Oh, hello.
I'll cut you wide open.
Get them all dead. Now for this archer. And nice and dead. Wasn't too hard. Take all the loot that's worth anything. There we go. We got a lot of loot down here to pick up. Nice.
I hope you appreciate this.
Don't need the regular quarterstaff or the regular buckler. Alright. Yaniel! An old woman, half-elf by her appearance, hangs limp in the shackles. Her head is slumped down to her chest, and strands of dirty gray hair cover her face. Her rags don't conceal the poor woman's horrible condition. Her body is covered in old scars and fresh wounds. A piece of flesh has been torn from her left leg, and there are numerous fang marks on her arms. Her right wrist appears to have been gnawed, and the hand is withered. It's hard to believe that life still lingers in such a mutilated body, but the woman raises her head with effort. Clear blue eyes stare back at you from under her gray eyelashes. Crusaders. Here. I thought I was delirious when I heard the sounds of battle. After so many years, are we really retaking Dresden? Who are you? How did you end up here? My name won't mean anything to you. It's been so many years. My name is Yaniel. I used to be a knight of the Citadel when Dresden was still a proud Crusader stronghold. On the day Dresden fell, I was covering the refugee retreat. Alas, I was taken alive by the spawn of the Abyss as they flooded the city. Ever since then, I've been locked up here, within these walls that were once my home, now a prison and a torture chamber. The woman drops her head heavily to her chest. Yaniel? Why, that name is remembered throughout Mendiv to this day. Friends, we are in the presence of a living legend. Or rather, a half-living one. I'm impressed by your resilience, Knight. I wonder if I would keep my mind in self-control after so many years of torture. It's a serious question. Are you feeling well, Paralictor? That's an awfully bold confession for you. The gnome pays no attention to the Asimar's barbed comment. Yaniel! Yaniel herself! You don't know me, although I don't mind meeting you. But when I went to your memorial service... Oh, it was painful for everyone, but your memory brought people together. Many say that we can't give up, because Yaniel didn't give up in the end. So all this is not in vain. Only, I thought you were younger. I have no idea who this is. The name of this woman must not be important enough for me to remember her. Wow, Nenio, come on. You are well remembered, Yaniel. Those who you saved made your name a legend. I have your sword Radiance with me, and I wish to return it to you. The old woman listens to you, slightly tilting her head, but winces when you hand her the sword. She looks down at her mutilated, shriveled hand. I have no way to hold this sword. My time has passed. Let it serve new heroes. It would only be a bitter reminder of the past in my hands. So you saw Dresden before its fall, and the Sword of Valor in the days of the First Crusade. Oh yes, I saw all that. The woman smiles a strange smile. The walls of the citadel seemed indestructible, like mountains, but they were not Dresden's true defenses. The sword was. It alone weakened the demons and stopped them from teleporting here freely. It gave the defenders here hope. So it was until the ambitious and arrogant young Staunton brought the city to ruin. He stole the banner and doomed Dresden to fall. Staunton was once a strong fighter, the bane of demons, but he became the executioner of his comrades. Such things happen. Do you know where the Sword of Valor is? The woman closes her eyes. I feel its presence even now when the sword is weak and dormant. It is near, in this very citadel. There is a passage from my prison to it. Keep going through the dungeon and you'll find the banner. Why did the demons do all this to you? The woman closes her eyes and speaks pensively in a measured, introspective manner. The demons. If you think about it, they're interesting creatures. They appeared when mortal souls touched the fabric of the abyss, and they always carry it with them, the imprint of humanity. It is distorted but visible. You might expect entirely inhuman thought and action from the spawn of the plane of primal chaos, but in fact they are often mundane and relatable. And one of their manifestations of this deep humanity is the demon's love of trophies. I am one such trophy, a living reminder of the day that they washed over the strongest Crusader fortress like a tidal wave and turned it into their den. I will help you. The woman leans heavily against the wall. Thank you. After so many years, finally. I have to go. Stay here and wait for help. My people will find you when the city has been freed. All right. We'll talk later. Indeed we shall. Let me drop a save before I clear this blockade. I can't fail this check.
Forget it.
And that is why. Give me a moment. Alright, give that another try.
Forget it.
Nope. Another fail. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I know we all made our save that time, but
The mama
still.
did it.
There we go. It's the time that's passed.
There's something here.
A hidden comma. Okay. That seems to be the only thing in here, so hey, we got a comma.
Can't hide from
And we
me.
have another trap here.
I'm gone.
Damn it! You had to walk onto it. Hold on. Okay, this time,
Trust me.
you go in alone, disarm the trap, and I see some demons in the other direction.
I am helpful, am I not?
Babaos. Alright, get him dead.
I'll cut you wide
Close
open.
ranks.
And a cultist
the
archer to
wrong
clear.
line.
Oh, wait, hold on, more Babaos. And now the archer. There we go. Not too bad. Unfortunately, Babaus don't really have anything worth taking. Take those, and what do we got over here? Oh, a trap was trap was spotted right there.
I hope you appreciate
Pick
this.
the lock too, please.
I am helpful.
Ooh,
Am I not?
some nice things. Oh. Ah. That must be the Sword of Valor. Hang on. Headband of Mental Flow. This is Intelligence and Charisma. This one is just Charisma. Why not boost both? And you would not take the Charisma buff. You're a Wisdom caster. You use Intelligence. I mean, I'll give it to you so you have something. Alright. So, good news, we now know where it is. We just need to get to it. Okay, locked door.
I am helpful, am I not?
Couple dead bodies, and not much else. Alright, what have we got in here? Oh, hi, fiendish Minotaur Assaulter. Wow, he exploded! That had to hurt. Looks like we got something down here as well.
Interesting.
Hidden door. Therok Null.
Can't hide from me.
I refuse to accept their
Therok
statement.
Spawn. Okay.
You won't survive me.
Please do some killing. Oh dear. Okay, Regil is only a temporary negative level. Okay, all of you just focus on Therok Null. Thank you. There we go. Okay, that hurt a bit. Therok Null himself didn't lose anything. Bismuth is still fine, actually.
Speak with your actions, not your words.
Your negative levels will go away shortly.
Oh, the waiting's never fun. Oh, skip the pleasantries.
You can go ahead with one of these. There we go. See if there's anything else of value around here. Loot there, loot there.
There's something here.
Something else hidden over there. There are old, ragged books in rare languages on the shelf. Some of them are bound in leather. And it doesn't look like calf skin. Oh, goody. The wall in this place looks fragile. There's a ghastly stench coming through the tiny cracks. Gonna drop a save before we try this. Alright, break it down.
The mongrel did it.
Nice success.
Interesting.
Oh! A vampire! Yeah, disarm the trap and then kill it.
I hope you appreciate There's something this. Here.
The vampire writhes as he meets his final death.
I am
Got it.
helpful.
So, Therok Null was a vampire. Well, now he's dead. We got a few nice items here. Let's see, what have we picked up? Overall. These are all things we've already had. Herald of Pain, Wand of Good Hope, Potion of Invisibility. Defense by offense, don't need it. Hand axe +1. Eluding target, it's a buckler. You've got a +1. This is a +2 buckler, a +2 dodge bonus to AC against attacks with two-handed weapons. Hey, it'll be useful. And Tender Touch. While you're wielding this +2 necrotic rapier, whenever you cast Vampiric Touch, it deals 1d8 damage instead of 1d6. That is actually not useful. I mean, yes, it's necrotic. Extra negative energy damage. We deal with undead, that might not be useful. Okay. I think we're fine here then. Alright, let's move on.
I'm on.
Got another room over here we can look at. Pick the lock, please.
I am helpful, am I not?
Okay, can loot that. The remains of the unknown warrior exude a holy aura. His death at the hands of the demons was a martyr's death. Ah! Let me drop a save, because I need to make these checks coming up. Alright, let's see here. The pain and fear of the people who died here are powering an evil magic which fills the citadel with whispers of madness. Fervent whispering is concentrated around the stone. A multitude of voices whisper prayers to several gods at once, both the perished and the living. A crude inscription is carved on the stone. Pray with us, it reads. Talk to us, and repeat after us. Okay, these are what we need to do. Various checks in order to succeed here. We need to get all of them. Repeat the spells after the souls to calm them down, talk to the souls to calm them down, and pray with them. Alright, let's try and get all 3.
This experiment has gone
Let's
awry.
have some fun.
And that is why we can't do it. We need to make the saves. Especially because, holy crap, negative levels.
A failure is just a step to
I
a
am your
success.
Hold on.
And soon
I am aware I'm doing a lot of reloading, and I
Success
often
worthy of
try to
praise.
avoid that, but the fact is, these 3 need to be done.
A failure is just
Damn
a
it.
step to a success. A success worthy of praise.
Alright, we got 1. I'm going to save just to make sure we don't have as much of a problem with the next 2. Alright, second one,
A success worthy of
and
praise.
third one. There we go! And with that done, we no longer have the whispers and no longer need to worry about that dangerous, bad thing happening to us. Please get rid of the charisma damage, thank you. And you know what? There we go. Corruption is gone. Got another trap here.
I hope you appreciate this. I'm gone.
A bunch of shears. Alright, kill them all.
Logic is lacking.
The world in crimson!
Not a problem. Alright, let me drop one more save here. Alright, let's see what we got in
We do it
here.
my way.
Joran Vane. Hello. Compared to the deplorable state the city is in, this room is remarkably clean and orderly. Its simple furnishings look solid and made to last. A man you met in Canabras is standing by the anvil, blacksmith Joran Vane. On seeing you, he raises his bushy gray brows in surprise. So this is who's been making all the noise around here. Well, come on in, have a seat. What are you doing here? What I do everywhere. I forge metal. Everyone can fight, right? Breaking, destroying. Anyone you ask, they're ready to do it. Creating things, on the other hand, that takes a little extra knack. How did you get here? Well, you know my brother is here. You know him, Staunton. Yes, I know there's a nurse waiting for him in Canabras for treason. I told him not to get involved with that crazy woman. Well, when did he ever listen to me? The horned wench promised him heaps of gold and he believed her, so he came here with her. He's some sort of military leader here, but there's no one to lead except for all sorts of vermin. And to everyone he's a traitor worse than Aurelio, but to me he's still my brother. I couldn't leave him, bad lot that he is. I followed him, tried to talk him out of it, but it didn't work. He wouldn't listen. Now I've taken up here, working like I do. I understand. Family's family. Is Staunton here? Oh, where else could he be? Not in Canabras, that's for sure. The dwarf gives you a reproachful look. Of course, he's done things in the past, but the Crusaders just never cut him any slack. He tried for a decade to atone for what he did, then 2 decades, then 3, half a century, and still they treated him like dirt. So my brother lashed out. He did a bad thing, sure, but who wouldn't in his place? He's not made of stone or copper, even if he is a dwarf. That crazy eyeless hag with horns, she got into his head. Demons are like that, you know. They can tempt. Among the Crusaders, my brother was the lowest of the low, but here he commands power and respect. And he doesn't think of the cost. Ha! Joran waves his hand, clearly vexed. Every betrayer has their own sob story to excuse their actions, and each one thinks they are different from the rest, that they alone should be understood and shown mercy. I'm sick of hearing it. No, I'm not making excuses for him. My brother is a dum-dum and he'll get his. I'm not talking about mercy either. It's just sad it ended up this way. If everything turned out differently, maybe he'd be storming Dresden with you now. Until today, Yaniel was kept and tortured here. She was a hero of the First Crusades and your friend. How could Staunton stand by and let that happen? What? We thought Yaniel was dead. My brother mourned her death as much as the fall of Dresden. She couldn't be here. My brother would have known. He would have done something. I remember in Canabras you said you would reforge the scabbard for Radiance. Oh, I did, that's true. And that means I've done it. Joran Vane always delivers on his word. The blacksmith opens a chest that stands near the anvil and carefully takes out a gilded scabbard. As soon as the sword is inside it, it begins to radiate warmth. The steel blade, darkened by time, becomes bright and shiny before your eyes. Ah, you see, the sword recognizes you. I don't like to brag, but this scabbard is even finer than the one I made for Yaniel. Well, a good sword needs a good scabbard, right? Use it well and remember me in your prayers. Also, go and talk to Yaniel if you don't believe me. Joran looks at you heavily for a while. I have to choose whether I believe you or trust everything I know and love about my brother. I'll choose the latter. Staunton wouldn't allow Yaniel to be treated cruelly, and that means you're either lying or mistaken. You may have noticed lately that your brother has changed somewhat. Befriending demons leaves its mark. I fear his personal moral standards may have dropped. If I had to be more precise, I'd say they're currently hovering somewhere around the level of the Abyss. I don't believe it. Demons are bad enough, but Staunton torturing Yaniel. Listen, I know my brother. I know how low he has fallen, but that simply isn't possible. We're storming Dresden. We've nearly conquered the city. You're free. Am I? The blacksmith shakes his head and shows you his hands. See for yourself. I'm not wearing any shackles. What keeps me here is stronger than chains. It's called brotherly love, and you can't free me from it. Even Staunton himself couldn't break it, no matter how hard he tried. So it turns out that I'm stuck here. Where my silly brother goes, I go. And now I have to go. Wait. Your cause is good and I like you, but blood is thicker than water. Of course, Staunton is wholly to blame and his sentence is fair, but a brother's a brother and I won't let anyone kill him. You'll have to kill me first. I respect principles. It will be an honor for me to kill you. In Canabras, I had a rapier that was made by you. It was a fine piece, and you made the best knives in the city. Sharp, easy to clean. It would be a shame to leave Dresden without its master craftsman, but if you wish to die alongside your useless brother, we will respect your wishes. Let's see. Come with me. Maybe together we can convince him to change his mind. The dwarf shakes his head regretfully. No. I'm sorry, but no. I know him better than you. Believe me, he's gone too far. No one can convince him. Not me, not you. Not even Torag himself. The thought of you going to your grave, wallowing in your own self-righteousness, is enough to turn my stomach. I do so regret that we did not kill Staunton first. I should have liked to see your reaction, Smith. Be a good sport. Die whimpering, knowing that your brother was the demon's plaything and that you were the hypocrite who helped him. You'll both make a fine feast for the worms, at least. Joran bears his weapon. Enough talk. Words can't change what happens next. Defend yourself. Alright, take him down. Arkansas, okay. He got a lot of defenses, jeez. Hold on, what is that? He gains a... Okay, prayer. We appear to be having some problems. If you don't mind, go ahead and cast that. Oh, he healed himself. He's got a lot of defenses. There's got to be something we can do here. How about a bone shaker? And you... Old monster. He's got a pretty good will save. Not high reflex save, though. Acid arrow... Well, acid arrow needs to be a ranged touch attack. Although... His touch is very low. His touch is very low. Dimension Strike.
I am your end.
That'll get a lot more attacks on me. On him. Toss it again. There we go. Okay, that hurt a lot more than I would have liked, but he is unfortunately down. Prayer will go away soon. And let's loot the body. So now we have Radiance, a +2 Cold Iron Longsword. Compared to Finian, which is a +1 Cold Iron Ghost Touch. Okay, Ghost Touch is for incorporeal. This is actually straight up better. I'll give you Radiance for a bit. I think that'll be fine. And with that, I am going to have to end this episode here. Next episode... Ooh. Solemn Hour. I never found that before. Has that always been there? This sword of light steel has no adornments except for the small symbol of Iomedae on its hilt, surrounded by the words, "Spare us from evil in this solemn hour." Huh. Evil Outsider Bane. That's also really good. Could wield it for a little bit. I'm sure Erebeth would be fine, and we can use it later. Okay, you know what? Sure. Why not? How have I never found that? It's literally right there. Huh. Anyway, with that, I am going to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll continue on into this place and try and get the Sword of Valor. Till then, I am Chestic44, also known as Fly. That is me, Regil, Camellia, Lan, Darren, and Nenio. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.